Welcome back, first timers. But if you're new here, I'm David and this is Terry.
We're the first timers. We're trying things for the first time, and you can too.
In today's episode, we're going to Norriega Point, where we're going to meet up with two other aspiring YouTube creators for a little fun on the water. Terry's Googling it because this is the first time I ever stepped on a jellyfish. It was at that exact moment when the homies were pulling up. We had to ignore the fact that I just stepped on a jellyfish.
How you doing? What's up, man?
Oh, good seeing you,
How's
man.
it going?
The water was super flat, so we were able to push the envelope a little bit and really test the old gal out. But we did come across a couple pods of dolphins, so we had to slow it down and try and avoid them. So just be careful. There's a lot of dolphins out here, even in the bay. So it's nearly the end of summer here, but the festivities don't end when summer ends. So we're gonna pass right by Crab Island before we get over to Norriega Point. Norriega Point is kind of a locals hangout just south of the Destin Bridge on the other side of Crab Island.
Norriega Point gets its name from a Spanish family that owned it. It's located at the end of Holiday Island.
To get to Norriega Point, you have to go right through the bridge, basically. But this is definitely a no-wake zone, so be careful because I didn't see the signs at first, and I kind of came here a little hot. But there are people fishing around here. There's smaller vessels, people on kayaks, so just be prepared and slow it down. And if you just keep going straight from here, you'll head right out to the Gulf. But we're not going there yet because we're definitely not ready for that type of adventure. So Norriega Point's right there on the right, and we're gonna go around it to find a parking spot. But right to the left is where you'll see the Harbor Walk Village. This whole area is a no-wake zone, so just make sure you're going slow and not causing too much of a ruckus.
This big building to your left is the Emerald Grand. Let us know in the comments if you'd like us to book a stay there and do a review. Oh look, there's our future boat coming up.
It may look like there's a lot of boats right now, but compared to the peak of summer or even springtime, this is pretty light. So just be aware that there are people in boats coming across, and then jet skis also. We were able to find a pretty good parking spot right here up front on the right side.
It's pretty smooth sailing. You just pull right up, go slow, get your boat onto the beach, and throw your anchor out.
Yeah, the sand doesn't have any rocks or anything like that, so you don't really have to worry about scratching up your boat. All right, we have arrived at Norriega Point. It's a nice white sand beach right on the channel side of the Gulf. So we're right across from Harbor Walk Village, which if you haven't seen our Harbor Walk Village walking tour, we'll link that right here. But right across the water is restaurants, bars, shopping, entertainment, pretty much everything you could ever want. Even took our deep sea fishing cruise and our dolphin cruise, both of those out of here, and we'll link those here. We're gonna hang out, catch some rays, and see if we can get into a little bit of trouble today. It's hot.
Yeah, I think it's time to get in the water.
But this is a pretty big beach here. A lot of boats can fit, a lot of jet skis. It's cool, you can just beach your craft.
Your vessel.
And it's an awesome alternative to Crab Island if you don't want to just be submerged in water the entire day or stuck on the boat. See people playing games, hanging out, listening to music, eating, drinking.
Sand castles, you know, beach stuff.
Pretty much anything. So this is a really cool spot to check out, but be careful of jellyfish.
A few moments later.
So it finally happened. I tried to avoid that jellyfish all day, and I stepped right on the spiky parts, or the business end. So I'm starting to feel a little tingle and jingle in my foot. Legs starting to kind of feel something. So we're gonna see what happens. Oh, that doesn't feel good. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Terry's Googling it because this is the first time I ever stepped on a jellyfish. It was at that exact moment when the homies were pulling up. We had to ignore the fact that I just stepped on a jellyfish.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Oh, good seeing you,
How's
man.
it going?
Oh, man. It's been a long day, huh?
Yeah, so I
How's
told
it
you
going?
we were going to do a collaboration.
Hey,
right
what's
here.
up?
Here's
How
the
you
man,
doing,
the myth,
man?
the legend.
Love this place. You're always going to see, you know, once you come to my channel, you're always going to see this beautiful place. It's always different every day, just a different shade.
And what's the name of the channel?
It's called South Drop Media.
Well,
South Drop Media. Check it out.
we're going to hang out with this guy and his friends today.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Good thing to pay attention to when you're out here. Stay off the dunes. They're protected.
Shout out to the first timers.
First timers, dog. First time you got told.
First timers, bro. I didn't know it was protected. I should be more aware of that.
Can't let him go out there solo, you know what I mean? I was like, let me step up to the plate, you know what I mean?
All right, we had a lot of fun here, but the day's not over yet. We're going to get the boat back in the water and follow these guys over to Redneck Beach. No offense to our redneck subscribers, because I know there's a bunch of you guys. We'll see you there.
To get to Redneck Beach, you just go back the way we came towards the bridge, but instead of going under the bridge, you're gonna just make a left.
This is a really big tourist area, like we've talked about, so you'll see a lot of rental boats out here, but you see them kind of peak around 9 a.m. when they first check them out, and then again 2 o'clock p.m. when they're bringing them back. So just be aware that people are going to be spending a lot of time on the water. They may have had a little bit too much to drink, so maybe just take it a little bit easy and stay clear of some of these big party boats.
We're just catching up with our friends. We're gonna go over here to the nice clear water and beach our boat.
The end of Redneck Beach is also the beginning of the jetties, so if you're coming here, be aware of that and be careful where you park, because there are some big rocks that make up the jetty, and those can cause some serious damage if you're not careful.
We made it to Redneck Beach. It's pretty secluded, not very populated stretch of beach on the west side of the channel. So just right across from where we were at Norriego Point is Redneck Beach. And people post up here. The beaches are nice again, but the water's a little bit more clear than we were seeing over in Norriega Point, and a lot less jellyfish than we saw over at Crab Island. I will caution you that there's a lot more waves here than there were at Norriega Point or at Crab Island. So if you're gonna be coming here with a boat, I would definitely recommend a 2-anchor setup. We have an anchor on the bow, and then we also have a pole anchor on our stern, and that's kind of helping keep the boat in place. Definitely would recommend a 2-anchor system if you're gonna be coming out here.
That boat is rocking pretty good.
But we're gonna lay out, have a good time, and thanks again for joining us in this episode, and join us next time when we do something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.